Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages you've had.
What a marvelous looking arrangement of food.
Why, thank you, Nick. Tom, isn't this absolutely romantic?
They're late. We're dealing with colored folk here. Oh, whatever. I've been reading a book about how white people are the superior race. All black people should die.
Wait, honey! Honey, put down the phone. Put down the phone.
Quiet, woman, I'm trying to talk.
You mean you don't know?
Please,
Tom's got a woman in New York.
No, screw the dinner.
After dinner, Nick went home to the West Egg. This is when he first saw his neighbor, the mysterious Gatsby.
He stretched out his arms towards the dark water in a curious way, and, far as I was from him, I could have sworn he was trembling. Involuntarily I glanced seaward, and distinguished nothing except a single green light, minute and far away, that might have been at the end of a dock. The next day we went into the Valley of Ashes to meet Tom Buchanan's lover. Her name was Myrtle Wilson. She had this overwhelming vitality and was the complete opposite of Daisy. A group of us went to their apartment and got wasted. Sometime toward midnight, Tom Buchanan and Mrs. Wilson stood face to face, discussing in impassioned voices whether Mrs. Wilson had any right to mention Daisy's name.
Tom, we should get flowers for our new apartment. Roses, tulips, white daisies, yellow daisies, red daisies.
Shut up, you don't have a right to say her name!
The next day, Nick received a letter.
This is the first time I've been invited to one of these parties. I think I'm the only one who was actually invited at all.
Hello.
Hi, have you been to one of these before?
No, I've been here plenty, but I actually haven't seen the host at any of the other parties he's thrown.
Wanna go look for him?
Sure.
I can't believe it. They're real.
Well then. He wasn't in there.
No. What a shame. We couldn't find him.
We'll see him eventually.
Hey, I'm Sport. Do you remember me? We were in the war together.
Oh. Yeah.
Do you know where the host is?
The funny thing, by the way, is that I'm the host.
I remembered at our first encounter that he smiled understandingly. Much more than understandingly, it was one of those rare smiles with the quality of eternal reassurance in it that you may come across 4 or 5 times in life. It faced, or seemed to face, the whole eternal world for an instant, then concentrated on you with an irresistible prejudice in your favor. It understood you just as far as you wanted to be understood, believed in you as you would like to believe in yourself, and assured you that it had precisely the impression of you that at your best you hoped to convey.
Later that night, when Gatsby's extravagant party ended, a car crash happened. Someone had apparently lost control of the wheel. After learning about Daisy and Gatsby's history, Nick decided to follow Jordan's plan and set up Gatsby and Daisy.
Hello, Daisy? Would you want to have tea with me today? Don't bring Tom.
Who is Tom?
That afternoon, Daisy saw Gatsby for the first time in 5 years.
We have met before.
They had forgotten me, but Daisy glanced up and held out her hand. Gatsby didn't know me now at all.
Daisy, I want to show you my house.
It's so huge and beautiful.
I've got a man in England who buys me clothes.
I'm so sad because I've never seen such beautiful clothes.
I looked once more at them, and they looked back at me remotely, possessed by intense life.
From that day on, Daisy and Gatsby's relationship progressed, and day by day, they grew stronger and stronger. It had gotten to a point where Daisy was over every afternoon, and Gatsby had to fire all of his servants so that they would not spread rumors. On the hottest day in the summer, Nick, Jordan, and Gatsby went over to the Buchanans.
Oh my gosh, it's so freaking hot. We need to go downtown. Oh, you look so cool. You look like the advertisement of a man.
That was the first time Tom noticed the loving way Daisy stared at Gatsby.
Fine, let's go to town!
While Daisy went with Gatsby, Jordan, Nick, and Tom stopped at the Wilsons.
Hey, where's Myrtle?
I found out she's having an affair, so we're heading out west.
Myrtle, thinking that Jordan was Tom's wife, stared out at them angrily. After a while, everyone arrived at the hotel.
What type of row are you trying to cause between me and my wife?
Old sport, Daisy is leaving you. She never loved you. Isn't that right, Daisy?
Yes, I'm leaving you.
Daisy, we have a relationship with aspects that he'll never know about. If you know what I mean.
You expect too much. I love you now. Isn't that enough? I did love him, but I loved you too.
He's a bootlegger. He's a shady man. Can't you see that, Daisy? He'll no longer annoy you now, Daisy. In fact, why don't the two of you guys go home?
Are you alright?
No, I just remembered today's my birthday.
They killed her with the car. They didn't stop.
Sir, it was a yellow car.
It wasn't my car. I can't explain.
This is what actually occurred.
After that, everyone met at the Buchanans.
I'll call you a cab.
Won't you come inside?
No thanks.
Was she killed?
Yes.
I thought so. Daisy was shocked.
Was Daisy driving?
Yes, but I still did it. I will defend her. I'm not leaving until I know she is safe.
Much better than the rest of that rotten crew.
I thought of Gatsby's wonder when he first picked out the green light at the end of Daisy's dock. He had come a long way to this blue lawn, and his dream must have seemed so close that he could hardly fail to grasp it. He did not know that it was already behind him, somewhere back in that vast obscurity beyond the city, where the dark fields of the Republic rolled on under the night.
Yeah.
Gatsby's death was caused partially by Tom's selfishness and George's foolishness, but also by his inability to let go of the past.
Gatsby believed in the green light, the orgastic future that year by year recedes before us. It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch out our arms farther, and one morning... So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past.